Hello everyone, it's your girl Javiah and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I am going to show you how I recreated the infamous music plaques that went viral back in 2020. So many people have been asking about these music plaques, so I decided to recreate it and add a little twist. It is the same concept, just a different technique. We are going to be using dye sublimation. So if this is something that you are interested in learning how to make yourself, you know what to do. Stay tuned. We're going to start off here on my website, www.giftedhandsbyjaviah.com. Here is where you can purchase the templates for our project today. From the home page, you're going to select DIY digital templates, and this is going to populate the page of all of the templates that I have available for you for your DIY projects. For this project, we are going to need the audio control button template, which is on page 1. And then if we select page 2, we are also going to need the 10-inch MDF heart stand template. Now, please keep in mind that this template was created and designed to be compatible specifically with the custom 10-inch MDF heart stand purchased from xoxo.com. Okay, so I just want to put that out there that this was created and tested to fit the 10-inch MDF heart stand that was purchased from xoxo.com. After you complete your purchase, you want to save the files to your designated folder, and then you want to head over to your creative software of choice and then import them onto your canvas. Today I'm going to be using Silhouette Studio, and I do have Silhouette Studio Business Edition. Here in Silhouette Studio, the first thing you want to do, as always, is ensure that your media size is the correct size for your project. So I'm going to head over here to the right hand side. On the top is going to be the first icon, which is the page setup panel. It looks like a sheet of paper. And I'm just going to make sure that my media size is 11 by 17 because that is the size sublimation paper that I'm going to be using for this project. Then I'm going to go ahead and import all of our elements onto our screen. So our templates that we purchased and our background for our design. Here I have my heart stand template, my audio button template, and then my background for our design. Okay. I'm going to start with the heart template stand first because we have to do a little bit of adjusting. All right, so let me just bring this over so we could just solely focus on this, okay? Let me zoom in. Okay, this should be good. So the first thing we are going to do is right click on our heart. And we're going to select release compound path. Okay. I'm actually going to change this color to no fill. All right. So we're going to release compound path. Right. So from here, I'm going to select the back outer edge of the heart. Right click and copy. Okay. Then I am going to select the outer heart again, delete it, select this outer edge again, delete that, and now we're left with the dotted lines. Okay, I'm going to then select all of the dotted lines like so. Right click and click on group. While I still have the dotted line selected, I'm going to head over here to our color fill panel and I'm going to change the color to blue. Let's see if there's a different blue so y'all can see it. Y'all can't really see it. but it is blue. I'm gonna keep it at blue, okay? I'm going to click on this gray area here to deselect the dotted lines. Now, I'm going to select the dotted lines again, and I'm going to click on paste and front. Remember when we copied our first outer edge? We are now pasting it in front, okay? So now we have our outer edge, and now we have our dotted lines, okay? That is for a reason. I'm going to change the outer edge color to red. Oops, sorry. Backspace, I'm gonna change it to red, okay? So it's red outer portion and dark blue dotted lines, okay? This is going to be our guide. The dotted lines is our safe area. So whatever we're designing, we want to make sure that our design, our important pieces of the design, our important elements, does not surpass the dotted line area, okay? The red outer portion is our bleed area. Let's zoom out. Okay, so I'm just going to select both real quick, right click and group. Now I'm going to take our background. This is the background that I'm going to be using for this project. It is some roses. I got the roses from canva.com. This is a photo of some roses that I had saved as a PNG file, and now I'm using it here in Silhouette Studio. But you can go to Google and search red roses, a digital paper or digital background. You could go to Etsy. You can probably even find some digital backgrounds on Pinterest as well. I'm going to take my background and I'm going to right click it and bring it to front. Bring it in the front. So I want it to be in front of our heart template. I'm going to drag my background like so to enlarge it. You want to make sure that it is larger than the actual heart template, okay? I'm going to right click again. I'm going to click on the third icon down, which is the open fill panel. It looks like a little paint palette. Select the third icon, which is all of these dots here. And then I'm going to increase the transparency. Okay? This lightens our background so that we can see our template. Now, I did forget to mention that our heart template is already sized for you for convenience. So you don't have to do any adjusting with the sizes for the heart template itself, okay? Let me center it here. So as you can see, we can still see our background is just lighter. We want to be able to see our dotted lines and our outer edge of our heart so that we can know where to place our elements. All right. So now we are going to start designing. I'm going to grab a heart. So I'm going to select the heart shape here. And I'm going to draw the heart like this. Whoops. Be careful, y'all, because y'all know look at all these hearts being drawn. I'm still new to Silhouette Studio, y'all. I'm trying to, oh my goodness. I'm trying to click on this arrow. I don't need all of these hearts. So I just want this black heart right here. And I'm going to change the color to not no fill. I'm going to change it to white. And I'm going to keep the outer edge red, the outline red. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the photo that I want to use. So I'm going to head over to File, Merge, and I'm going to find the photo real quick. Here it is. It's of my husband and I when we got married. Oh, nope, not that one. Let me go ahead and find this photo real quick and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, y'all, so here's our picture. This is a picture of my husband and I for our engagement photo shoot back in 2019. So I'm just going to place this in front of our heart, and I'm going to enlarge it slightly because I need it to be larger than the heart. Okay, just like so. Then I'm going to select both the heart and the picture. Both is selected, and I'm going to head over to our modify panel, and I'm going to click on crop. So now our picture is cropped inside of that heart. Okay, while I still have everything selected here, I'm going to click on the fill panel, which is the icon that looks like a paint palette. I'm going to select the third icon, these dots here, and then I'm going to scroll down here where it says aspect ratio, and I'm going to select the F that's on the left hand side. Okay, then I'm going to select pan pattern. You can use pan pattern if you have Silhouette Studio Designer Edition or higher. So I'm going to select pan pattern. This little circle with the cross is going to come up, and then I can go ahead from here and maneuver my image to the way that I need it to be. Okay, now if I zoom in closer, you can see that I have this straight harsh line here, and I don't like that. Okay, so I'm going to, while I still have everything selected, I'm going to scale my image higher so that I don't see that white line anymore. Then I'm going to again click on pan pattern and adjust the image the way that I need it to be. So I believe that this is the best that I can do considering this particular image, and that is fine. So we're gonna leave it like this. I'm going to zoom out, and we're gonna close out this fill panel selection. I'm gonna bring this heart over here, and then I'm going to try to align it up as best as I can. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I need this heart to be smaller so that we have room to put in all of the other elements that we are going to be using. And this looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take our audio button template, which is all the way on the other side of where we're designing at, and I'm just going to bring it over to our working area here. If you hear my daughter, please excuse me. I try to have some quiet, but I typically really don't have quiet here, so it might be a little noisy, and I do apologize for that. So here we have our audio template, button template. Okay, I don't need this heart, so I'm going to remove this heart. You can keep the heart if you want to, but I'm not going to keep it for my design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, release compound path, select the heart, and then delete the heart. I'm also going to select this here, this little line with the circle here, and I'm just going to adjust it slightly because I know for a fact that I do want it to be a little bit longer than the original size of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna just keep it like this. I'm going to select all of these elements, right click, and make compound path again. Then I'm going to change the color to white, and then I'm going to have no fill as an outline. All right, so here we have it. I'm going to bring it over to our template, okay, just like so, and then I'm just going to adjust the size slightly. Remember, we have our dotted line, which is our safe area. All right, so I'm just going to do this. Just play around with the sizing, okay? Try to get it as even as possible. Bring it down if need be. And I'm just going to adjust it a little bit more. Try to get it in the center here. Okay. So once you have it where you would like it to be. We are then going to start adding in our text and all of the good stuff for this. So now I'm going to head over to youtube.com, and then I'm going to search the song that I want to use, which is Casey and JoJo, All My Life. That was our wedding song that we danced to for our first dance. Okay, I'm going to click on it. Make sure you mute it because you don't want any copyright claims. I'm going to also just pause it. And then right here, I'm going to copy and paste the URL. Copy. And then I'm going to head over to qrcodegenerator.com. Right here in this section, I'm going to paste our URL from YouTube here. And it's automatically going to generate our code, our scammy code. Now, what I like about this website is that they now have different frames that you can use. You can select, you know, for you know, what you want to use. So I don't want any of the scammy or anything. I just want the frame itself. So you can select any of these. You can change the colors. You can change the shape of your QR code. I think that's pretty dope. But I'm just going to keep mine as is, like this. And then I'm going to download it as a JPEG because we are going to be sublimating this. So I'm going to click on download, and I'm going to wait for it to download. Okay, once it's finished downloading, it's going to appear here, Silhouette Studio. I'm going to go to File, Merge, and then it is this right here, Frame 2. Click on OK. And then it typically imports onto our canvas. Here it is. So you might need to go back to the canvas to grab it. And then I'm just going to place it right here, just like so. Then I'm going to just add the text. I know that some people like to copy and paste the text. I know that that's what a lot of people were doing back when these were very, very popular. But I'm just going to go in and type out the text myself. So I'm going to head over here to our text icon. And the first line is going to be the title of the song, which is All My Life. Okay, I'm going to click on this and change the color to white. I'm then going to duplicate this. The second line is going to be the name of the artist, which is KC. So I'm going to type KC and Joe. Okay, I'm then going to make this slightly smaller. All right, just like this. I'm going to select both, and I am going to change the font. So I'm going to come over on this side and select the textile panel, and I'm going to change the font to Times New Roman, and I'm going to bold it. Okay, so from here I am also going to add an offset. So I'm going to click on the offset panel, which looks like a little star, and I'm going to select offset, and my distance is going to be 0.030. Okay, I'm going to click on apply. Now, while I still have all of this selected, I am going to right click and group because I want the offset to be grouped. While this is all still selected, I'm going to change the offset color from no fill to black. And then I'm going to change the outer edge color, the outline color, from red to no color. Okay, so this is what I want it to, this is what I want it to look like. Now I'm going to select all of this, so the group and the actual text, and then I'm going to group all of it together so it's one piece. I'm going to bring it over here, and then I'm going to readjust the size and, you know, play around with the size and get it to how I want it to be. I don't want it to be too small, but I don't want it to be too large either. Okay, and there we have it. This is basically it, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select the picture, the heart picture, the text, the frame, the QR code, and the audio button template all together by holding down the shift key, and then I'm going to group them all together. Okay, then I'm going to click on the rose background that we increased the transparency for, head back over to the fill panel, click on those dots again, and then we are going to decrease the transparency. Okay, then we are going to select the red rose and the heart template only, click on the modify panel and select crop. So now everything is cropped inside. Okay, then we're going to select everything here and group, and this is ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back over to our canvas, and this is ready to go. Yes, ma'am. And this looks really, really, really good, guys. Okay, so now we just got to work on the stand portion of the template, of the display stand, and it's super simple. I'm gonna bring in my rose background like this. Okay, and I'm going to change this dimension. So the width is going to be 10.2. You want to make sure you have the unlock button, and then this is going to be 2.75. okay, so you can see how distorted and ugly the roses look right now, right? When we change the dimensions, you see that. So I'm going to click on the fill panel. Again, we've been using this fill panel a lot. Click on these dots, and then I'm going to click on aspect ratio and click on this F here, so it adjusts the image. Okay, then I'm just going to add in some text. I already measured this, so I know that the middle portion right here measures about, let me just double check. I think it's, well, I know for a fact that wherever I put the text on the sides, it has to be 2.5 inches. So I'm going to put my name and my husband's name, so Paul, and I'm going to just change this color to white. Actually, I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to type my name. Javiah, and I'm going to change the color to white, and then this is 2 inches in width, and then mine is 2.8. So I need to make mine a little bit smaller because I can't go any larger than 2.5. So let's see if I just do this like this. Okay, bring it right here. That looks pretty good. I'm going to change the font. So I'm going to select both names, head over to the text style panel, change it to Alexandria script. Then I'm going to add an offset, select offset, and then click on apply. I'm going to change the color of the offset to black, and then the outline is going to be no fill, so I want it to look like this. Okay, and I think I'm going to move my name over slightly. Okay, then I'm going to just add in another text that says EST 2019. Again, I am going to change this color to white and make it smaller. I'm going to leave this text, I want it to just be like a regular font. So I'm going to just do this Times New Roman. And then I'm also going to add an offset, apply, black offset, no outline. And see, I can see here that my name shifted, so let me just zoom in because I didn't group it. My name shifted from the offset. Okay, and let me even it out. There we have it. Here is our base design. I'm going to select everything and group. Okay, so this is ready to go. So I'm going to print this out, and then we are going to sublimate this. To print, I'm going to head over to File, Print, Print again. I am going to be using my Sawgrass SG1000 printer. So I'm going to select Sawgrass Print Manager. This is my go-to sublimation printer, y'all. I'm going to click on Preferences. I only need one copy. My size is 11 by 17. My media size is 11 by 17. My orientation is in portrait. Pixel density is 300 dpi. This all looks good. So I'm going to click on OK. Then I'm going to click on Apply. And then I'm going to click on Print. Okay, so here is our Sawgrass Print Manager. My substrate is going to be metal. Even though I'm going to be sublimating on MDF hardboard, I'm going to select metal because I'm working with an actual image, an actual photo with flesh tone. And so my print quality is going to be advanced photo so that I can have the best quality results. I am going to be using the Text Print R sublimation paper, and I'm going to be printing from my bypass tray, and I have mirror selected. My layout looks great. Everything in my job section looks good, and I want to make sure that my color mode is going to be photographic because we are working with an actual photo. Then I'm going to click on print. Okay, y'all, so here is our design. We have our heart, and then we have the base for our heart stand. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these to make them separate pieces because I'm not going to sublimate them together. Okay, so then here we have our heart substrate and our base. Okay, these do come with the protective film. If you watch any of my previous YouTube videos, I do purchase a lot of my substrates from singlej.com, and their MDF products have this protective film on them. Let me see if I could take a piece of tape. This was another trick that you can do. Take a piece of heat resistant tape to peel away the protective film, but it is not working. So I'm just gonna use this weeding tool and then take an edge and be careful not to okay. Once you get a nice little edge peel here, just peel it backwards or peel it away. Not peel it backwards. Y'all know what I mean. Peel the film away from the substrate. Okay, just like so. Make sure you get all of the pieces because sometimes there will be little pieces of film. Ooh, look, we gotta clean this off. My hands are dirty from the MDF. Okay. And I'm gonna do the same for the base. I'm gonna take a little edge and get a good starting point for me to peel away. Okay. Now the protective film does have residue on it. So your hands is gonna be a little dirty and you might get a little bit of dirt on your substrates. So you want to go in and definitely clean the substrates for sure. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm going to take a cloth and clean off this surface. Okay, so I have my cloth. You can use 99% alcohol if you have it, or you know, anything that you would like to use to clean off your surface, but a dry cleaning cloth typically does the job for me. And just going to make sure I get a nice good clean. And I'm gonna do the same for the base as well. Ooh, look at that. So you definitely want to just go in and clean off your surface, free of any residue. Okay, so now these are good to go. I'm going to sublimate the heart first. So I'm going to grab my heart design, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my heart substrate and I'm going to align it onto our design like so. Okay, and as you can see, it fits beautifully. We have a nice amount of bleed and everything fits very nicely as it should be. Okay, so this template does come in handy, guys. It really does. In the beginning, when I first started my sublimation journey, I was not using templates at all, mainly because I didn't really know how to, but now I feel like templates are essential. So I'm going to take some heat resistant tape, and I'm just going to take a couple pieces to secure the substrate down. Now I'm going to prepare for the base. So I'm going to take the base, align it up like so. Okay, try to eyeball it to get it even as possible. And then I'm just going to take, for this one, I'm just going to use 2 pieces of tape. I am very frugal. 2 pieces of tape would be perfectly fine for this. And then I'm just going to trim off all of this extra sublimation paper because we don't need it. Okay, that's it. Now we're gonna head over to the heat press and press these bad boys up. Okay guys, so here we are at the heat press. I have my heat press set to 385 degrees and we are going to be pressing at for 45 seconds, okay? So I'm going to take butcher paper to place on the bottom of my platen to protect it from the ink fallout. And then I'm going to take my heart template and I'm going to place it onto the heat press with the substrate facing upward and the transfer facing downwards, okay? You want to make sure you have medium to firm pressure for this. So I'm going to press at 385 for 45 seconds, medium pressure. Okay, so this is too firm of a pressure, so I'm going to loosen it slightly. It shouldn't be too hard for you to close your press. Okay, there it go. Let's see. Five more seconds. Okay. Oh, it's slid. I can't find my heat gloves, y'all. Make sure you guys have your heat gloves, because I know for a fact that it is very hot. And I'm just going to throw this away. Oh, this is beautiful. Gorgeous. 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 It's hot. I can't lift it up so y'all can see it. I should have had my gloves. Oh, there it goes. There's one right here. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see it. Okay. So I'm going to let this cool. Okay. And I don't see any ink on this butcher paper. I see a little bit, so I'm gonna just use another piece. And I'm going to loosen the pressure just a little bit more. And I'm gonna tell you why after we press the base. Okay? Just a little bit more. We'll do the same thing. Place this down. Like so. And then we're gonna press at 385 for 45 seconds. And then I'm gonna let that bake. Okay guys, so the base has finished baking or sublimating. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I found my heat glove, by the way. I don't know if y'all can see this. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cool and then we're gonna put it together. All right, y'all, so here is our finished product. Our substrates are now cool. Okay, so we have our base and then we have our heart. Now, I do want to show you guys something that happened while I was sublimating the heart, okay? Right here in the corner, there's a little crack, okay? When you are working with MDF boards, please keep in mind that the boards are very delicate, okay? So you want to make sure that your pressure is not too firm of a pressure. If it is too firm, chances of causing little cracks are very high. Okay, so that's what happened with me. You want to make sure that your pressure is medium to firm pressure, but not too firm. Okay, so now literally all we do is we put the base of the heart in its perspective space inside of this slot here, just like so. And there you have your stand. Okay, bring it closer. All right, now if you want, you can go in and secure it more with some double-sided tape. You can put the double-sided tape here and then mount it, but it fits pretty good just like this, so I don't have a need to do that. And then that's it, guys. This is our new style music plaque using dye sublimation. I hope you guys love this. I think this is a beautiful project. It is the same concept of the music plaques that went viral years ago, just a new technique. I also forgot to mention that the QR code, once it's scanned, will play the music. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified every time your girl uploads a new video. Thanks for watching. Later.